I had to realize that trusting the universe not only meant just myself, but in all aspects. We are all here for one another, that God places things in our lives for the betterment of us, for the betterment of them, for the betterment of the collective, not only in the micro sense, but the macro sense of the collective, and not just me. So I had to get out of my head of being so stuck in my ego of wanting to do it myself. So not only did I manifest $75,000, but I manifested being healthy. I manifested with ease because I allowed and opened up my heart to what I couldn't see, what my ego said I should do. I opened up my heart versus my mind. I'm going to speak from the top of my dome, from my heart on this episode. I was really moved and called to speak on my recent surgery from a video I just watched, and he pretty much went through the same thing I did, except he didn't go through with it. He subconsciously and intentionally healed himself by thinking from his best self, from his healed self, and looking onto his current self. In me, in my situation, I had to learn that trusting the universe, God, doesn't mean just trusting myself and sometimes trusting the higher power, but all the fucking time trusting the higher power, trusting God, trusting the universe, you know what I mean? And I wanted to heal myself on my own, because that's what I always do. With every ailment, however minute or big it is, I always end up healing myself, whether that be through meditation, through herbal teas, or eating healthy. It's always, at the end of the day, something that I did for myself. And I wanted to do the same thing before I had my surgery. It was like some serious abdominal pain for at least 6 to 8 months. It just started bothering me so much. I say fast forward to like 3 months ago, to the point where my wife got super worried and called my fucking mom. Most people get on here talking about manifesting their special person, but it's not all about that. To have all of that, to enjoy all of that, we need our health, right? Like 100% we need our health. So but before we go any further, I want to introduce myself as Tremise Valentine. Welcome to Elevate TV, where we are transcending our minds and our lives to magnificence. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button as well, because I know you're going to enjoy this video just as much as any other video now and in the future, even in the past. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button to get those notifications. All right. So let's get into it. Like I said, I had to realize that trusting the universe not only meant just myself, but in all aspects. And when it comes to health, I do it myself, like I said. So not only did I have to wrap my mind around this, like it took me a while to wrap my mind around it, but in the meantime, I was still meditating, eating healthy, changed my whole diet, all that. And it did work for a certain amount of time. It would only come and go here and there. But I'm telling you, when I made that phone call to schedule my surgery, the pain actually subsided, went away. It only came back every few days. But before that, I would feel it every day at a certain type of time. Like if I was walking too much or something like that, I would feel it. But I had to have other people not only encourage me to open my heart up and my mind up to, um, you know, God's way, the universe's way of helping me, but I had to wrap my mind around that as well. Because I had to really think about it. Like, I deserve to have an easy life, to be at ease. I don't have to do things the hard way to accomplish things. And in a sense, that's what I was doing to myself, doing things the hard way, because I was still in pain. I was still in a space where I didn't want to be. So, there's people that I know who have healed themselves through meditation, through changing their diet, through all of that, like I have once upon a time. But to this extent, I needed a certain kind of help, a certain kind of collaboration, a certain kind of assistance to actually know that it's not just me, that we are all here for one another, that God places things in our lives for the betterment of us, for the betterment of them, for the betterment of the collective, not only in the micro sense, but the macro sense of the collective, and not just me. So I had to get out of my head of being so stuck in my ego of wanting to do it myself. That's really what it was. I wanted to do it myself. And I'm so thankful, so fucking thankful that I was encouraged and opened my heart up to an easier way. Because wholeheartedly, man, we all deserve to live life at ease. We all deserve to live a life of peace, abundance, and happiness. And crazy enough, the place that I went to get my surgery was called Peace Health. Peace Health. And that's what I stand on. Health, happiness, and peace. And I'm like, wow. My surgery team was wonderful. Even post-op, the people who were helping me, my nurse team was wonderful. My surgical scar looks amazing. They put it together so perfectly. Like, I have a tattoo on my abdomen, and you can't even tell I had surgery. Like, they really dug into me. Like, it's a 4-inch scar, dug into me, put me to sleep, put me on pills, had a catheter. Like, serious. I've never been admitted into the hospital. But I skipped a part. I got into this having the surgery because, like I said, my wife ended up calling my mom because she was so worried, and she's like, "You got to go to the hospital. You need to go get this checked out. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's wrong." A mom, you know what I mean, worried, just like my wife. But I'm like, I got this. But, even no matter what age you are, at some point in time, you know when to listen to your parents. So, went to the hospital. Could barely walk, hunched over. Like, this pain was like excruciating. I had to sleep a certain way, sitting up like this on my pillow. Like, my stomach was huge, looked like I was pregnant. So I went to the hospital, right? About 3 months ago. This all started 6 to 8 months ago, but I went to the hospital 3 months ago, and they said, you have 2 big masses in your uterus. I'm like, what? what? Bro, me thinking, I'm thinking it's just a big ass thing of shit, poop. No, I have masses in my uterus. My stomach is hard as a rock. Hard as a rock on one side. And then it starts to move, the pain starts to move over to my other side. I'm like, there's another one. There's more poop growing right here. There's more, the poop is moving. No, it's another one growing. It's another one growing. And then she's like, we can get this done tonight. We can get this done. I have one more surgery and we can get you in tonight. Mind you, it was like already 1, 2 at night. So I'm like, I want to do this on my own. I want to do this on my own. I want to heal myself because I believe and know that we have that power within us. Of course, she's the doctor, so she can't really make me do anything. So she's like, okay, if you change your mind, let me know. So I leave the hospital at like 5, 6 in the morning. Good thing I didn't get that surgery because like she's tired, I'm tired, so ain't no telling what might have happened if I did go along with getting that at that time. So I go about my healing process. It's working for a little bit, like I said, but not to the extent that it's gone. Not to the extent that my stomach is back flat how it's supposed to be, how it usually is. Me standing up upright without any hunching over or anything. It's only working so little. So I'm like, man, I have to go to school. I have to make this money. I have to take care of my family. But it's stopping me from doing that at my 100%. So a week later, I make the call. I schedule the appointment. And my pain subsides, like I said. And it was like a sign, like, this is what I'm supposed to do. My pain immediately stopped. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, thank you, God. I just felt it like, thank you. I just know that this is the right thing. And I thank you for blessing the hands that are going to be in the operating room with me. I thank you for blessing everybody who is collaborating with me in this process. And they're like, okay, we can do this on the 17th, which is like 3 weeks later. I'm like, okay, cool. I can make it to then. And like I said, everything was copacetic. Everything. I cannot complain about one fucking bit. But this all happened because I had to open up my heart to help. I was closed off to help. I was closed off to making my life easier, even though I wanted it to be easier. I wanted to make it easier by my rules, by what I thought was easy. But no, there's a better plan. There's always a better plan that we don't even know, that we can't even fathom sometimes. Mind you, not only did I have the best surgical team, not only did I have the best recovery, it ended up being 100% free. Free. 100% free. Damn near a $75,000 procedure ended up being free. Like what? So not only did I manifest $75,000, but I manifested being healthy. I manifested with ease because I allowed and opened up my heart to what I couldn't see, what my ego said I should do. I opened up my heart versus my mind. You feel me? And that's what we all need to do. Not only am I worthy of this type of easement? But so are you. Not only was I had to realize not only was I battling things internally and externally, but I was unconsciously condemning things outside of me, like surgeons in the hospital. You know what I mean? Like there's this narrative around that type of shit in my mind that is like we don't need that. Like they only want the money. They only want to have us hooked on pills. They only want us to come back and keep going and not cure anything. But that's a fucking lie. Not everybody is like that. Not every hospital is like that. Not every doctor is like that. So I went through this process to realize that. To stop condemning what I don't really know. To have a different story. To learn to love more. Not only the things that I actually know, but things that I don't know. To send better vibrations out into the world. To start to live my life more at peace and more at ease. So yeah, man, trusting the universe, trusting God does not only mean trust in what you know, but in everything. To know that you are always taken care of. To open your heart to more than just what you know. That's the lesson that I got from having to have my one surgery out of these 36 years. Bro, I've never been admitted into the hospital. Never stayed the night over in a hospital. But this was the one time, the one serious thing that took me from here to here in my understanding, in my understanding of oneness. Not my oneness, not my definition of oneness, but oneness. For us to understand that allowing help and collaborating, allowing, we don't like the word help, but allowing that into your life is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign to know that not only are you strong, but you are willing and able to let someone else be there for you. That you are willing and able to be vulnerable. So, I'm grateful. I'm so damn grateful. So grateful for it all. For the pain, for the sorrows, for the late nights up wincing, and for being in the hospital, for the people I came across, for my surgical team, for my wife, my mom. I'm thankful for it all. Thankful for my health. Thankful for my awareness. Thankful for my consciousness. Thankful for my growth. Thankful for being able to experience these things. Experience this thing we call life. We're starseeds just living a human experience. So really none of this is that serious, that real. What it really is reality. Only what you perceive it. Realize the truth is yours. So that's your reality. Realize the truth is yours. What is your perception? So, I'm going to take a deep breath. What we call box breathing. Box breathing is, in a sense, like receiving, giving, being able to wait, and receive some more. So we're going to do 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. All right? Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale, let your stomach out. Exhale to your stomach touching your spine. All right. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Out. 2, 1. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Alright, guys. Thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Go ahead, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.